Entering the initial phase of the ICM program, Xiamen decided to restrict sea farming in the West Sea area. The city persuaded the residents and parties concerned to remove the fish farms. Xiamen had a powerful driving force in executing the action plan, guaranteeing the sea farmers would maintain their livelihood. They were able to remove all fish farms without further conflicts. After 3 years, all the fish farms were removed from the West Sea. Some of the farms moved to Tong'an Bay on the north side of Xiamen Island, and many became inland fish farms. Currently, more than 30 freshwater fish farms have been set up inland on a bigger scale, focusing on high-valued species. The management interventions which transformed the West Sea area were based on the research and scientific advice of experts. Based on scientific investigation of oceanic environments, the experts set priorities for economic activities and classified functional zones for sea uses.
We used 2 scientific standards for determining the use of the coastal area. First, we planned for the efficient use of the sea, which is very important. We planned where to build houses and public buildings, and where to plant trees on the land. The same is true for the sea. There are good places to raise fish and build harbors, and there are good places to leave untouched for tourism. Second, we manage the sea according to the wisdom and knowledge of sea experts.
Following the functional sea use zoning scheme, Xiamen banned fish farms in the West Sea. Instead, the city put port development on first priority and tourism and environmental protection on second. Without any fish farms, the shipping and port industry flourished in the broadened seaway. Within the 18 square kilometers designated as an environmental protected zone, the ecosystem revived. Functional sea use zoning is an essential element of ICM. Xiamen classified areas into 9 zones such as ports, tourism, aquaculture, and environmental protection. When the sea use zoning scheme was first applied to the West Sea, the results were tremendous. These zones were divided into shipping lanes, fish habitats, and human settlement. With all the functions of the ocean community properly in place, the environment revived and thrived in a balanced manner. Today, Xiamen is full of vigor and beauty. Such progress stems from Xiamen's development approach, which carefully takes into account the welfare of the environment in city planning. The coastal road in the east of Xiamen Island stretches along the white seashore. There is not a single building or billboard blocking the beautiful scenery. It's because the area was developed according to the principle of leaving Xiamen's coast as they are. Found in between the roads and the white beaches are green areas that function as a buffer zone. A pathway for electronic cars and bicycles were also built beside the coast for people to enjoy the beautiful beach. This coastal road not only preserves the environment, but also attracts tourists.
These roads were born to be beautiful. To preserve the beautiful scenery, we intended to keep the natural curves of the beach. They were designed to act as both roads and tourist attractions. For example, to prevent sand erosion in the beach, We constructed the roads 30 to 50 meters away from the shore. We made the spacious green zones and also buried the sewage pipes and electric wires so as not to be seen.
The beach was developed following these steps. First, they planted trees and grasses that were most suitable to this area. In the development process, the sandy beach was left untouched and native plants were fully preserved. Hence, a beautiful beach scenery was created and preserved through environmentally friendly development. Next, they planted mangroves in the wetlands to help purify incoming polluted waters. They knew their wetlands would improve if these mangroves form a forest. Xiamen City Planning took the environment into consideration, and as a result, it is now famous for its tourist attractions, setting an image as an environmental city. For this, Xiamen residents are beaming with pride. When Xiamen became an ideal place for people to live in, foreign capital and investments poured in. With its image as a good international city for investments, foreign companies started entering the picture. Next only to Beijing and Shanghai, the income per capita in Xiamen exceeds the $5,000 mark, one of the highest ranks in China. For the past 10 years, Xiamen's economy has been growing non-stop.
Applying ICM, Xiamen achieved great economic growth at the rate of 18% for 10 years. The positive thing is that we are not suffering from pollution and other environmental problems caused by rapid economic growth. Rather, we are improving our economy and environment at the same time.
Another scenic spot in Xiamen is the small islet of Gulangyu, with a land area of 1.78 square kilometers and a population of 20,000. It is located 500 meters away from the Xiamen port and has been given the beautiful nickname Garden on the Sea. Every year, millions of tourists visit this place. The first attraction that welcomes visitors is the statue of Chen Kong, a national hero who fought against the Dutch people in the 17th century. Gulangyu Island is one of the national sightseeing attractions designated by the Central Chinese government. This island's economy is dependent on tourism. Therefore, Xiamen employed strong actions to preserve its tourism resource. One of the steps was banning motorized vehicles. Currently, small electronic cars are the only means of transportation used to carry curious tourists. Gulangyu Island, which looks like a well-gardened resort, is indeed an island for tourists. Among many attractions, the most beautiful garden is Sichuan Garden. This well-decorated garden looks like a luxurious resort in Europe. This exotic scenery originated from its historical background as a place that accommodated many European consulates. Sichuan Garden is one of the 3 must-see spots on Gulangyu Island.
3 beautiful areas in Gulangyu have been selected as special tourist attractions. They are Sunshine Rock, Sichuan Garden, and Full Moon Garden. Among the 3 of them, Sunshine Rock is the most beautiful scenic spot. They say that if you don't go up to Sunshine Rock, you'll never know what Xiamen is all about.